Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Data Test. In this video, I will be discussing about Databricks alerts. This is 11th video in Databricks101 series. If you have not watched previous videos, please do check them out. Let's get started. Alerts are about notifying someone when something goes wrong. How can we set up the alerts in Databricks? Imagine a sales related use case. You may have to notify the sales manager whenever the daily sales are going below expected target. It could be something around $5,000, let us say. Let us see how the alerts are going to work in Databricks based on SQL query. Just a second. Let us consider this example. We will be sending notification based on certain condition. The condition can be in the form of querying the result from the table. When the query fetches certain column data greater than a defined threshold, we can send alert to concerned stakeholder. Likewise, with respect to your data pipelines and workflows, if something breaks, we can notify the concerned person. Let us take here a very simple example. We will be trying to set alert against the very simple query like select some constant value, and this is the alias for that value or the column. We would like to notify whenever this select query gives the count value to be greater than 100, or it could be 10, let us say. Now, when you create the alert, by default, immediately after creation of the alert, the state of the alert will be unknown state. That is one thing. But how often you go about alerting the required stakeholder? For that, it depends on how often you are executing the query or how often you want the alert to be sent to the stakeholder. That's why associated with the alert is the schedule. You may want the alert and the associated query to get executed every minute or every day. For our sales case, we can say we want the query that fetches the total sales to be executed every day. And if that query is fetching the total sales to be less than $5,000, we want to notify the sales manager. So that way, depending on the scenario, we can go about scheduling it. In our case, to see that properly and understand the alert mechanism, I am going to schedule the alert and its associated query to get executed every minute. Let us say at 10 o'clock, I am creating the alert, which is against the query select one as count. So immediately after the alert creation, status is unknown. But since we have scheduled the query to get executed every minute, at 10 o'clock 1 minute, the query gets executed. Since here we will be just trying out to understand, manually we will be changing the numbers that are fetched from the query. I'm just altering it to fetch 10. Okay, before 10 o'clock 1 minute. So with that state, if I if this query goes for execution after 1 minute, it will be in the OK state because 10 greater than 10 is not the condition that we have specified for the alert. Okay, so it will be in the OK state. Let us say before our next execution, I am changing my query to select 20 as count. And when the query gets executed at 10 o'clock 2 minutes, it will move from OK to triggered state and you can send mail to the stakeholder. Likewise, let us say before the next execution, if I change the value to 25, query gets executed at 10 o'clock 3 minutes. Again, alert will be in the triggered state itself because 25 is greater than 10. but we may not send the mail because already mail is sent with that uh, triggered state. This is just the notification type. If you want, you can again send the mail. Most likely, we don't prefer it. There are again options available how often we would like to get the notifications. Let us say again, before the next query execution, I am changing the value to 10. So when the next execution happens, the state of the alert gets back to OK. Likewise, followed by that, if select 5 is done, state is still OK. But after that, if it is fetching 25, then again, alert is moving from OK to triggered state. So this time, we will be sending the mail again. So this is one of the pattern that we can use with respect to the alerts. It could be that you can choose to send alert for every execution and whenever the status is triggered. Okay, that kind of options also we have. Let us check through them. Let me go to my Express edition. I will be writing my simple query that I spoke about. Let me say select one as count. Fine. This is a query we are writing in the SQL editor. I don't have the serverless this warehouse up and running. So let us maybe go to the menu and start it quickly and come back here. Okay, let us start it. Well and good. Let's go back to our previous uh, workspace options. That is a SQL editor. Let's give a name to this query. Let me call it as my query and we should be saving it. Fine. Where you would like to save this? In the default location, let us say our workspace users and the username. Let us save it. So with that, this query is saved here. You can check through from the queries menu as well. Fine. So this is a prerequisite before you go about creating the alert because here we are trying to create alert based on the query result. Now let us go to alerts and here I have provision of create alert. You can give name to it. Let us say it as my alert. It will ask based on what query you are creating the alert. I say it is my query. Uh, it is yet to show up here. Let us check through it. Yes, it is available now. And after selection of the query, it is asking to set the condition based on what condition of the query you would like to trigger the alert. Fine. We will say the column will be count for us. That is the only column we have. And we are picking the literal value. So it is a first row. Always this is going to just written as one row only. So first row, but then we have multiple other options. Okay, you can go about setting the alert whenever maybe some of the column, count of the column, something like that is breaching the threshold. Here I'm checking whenever the count of the uh, whenever the count value is greater than threshold I will set it to be 10 maybe, right? We would like the alert to be executed or notified or triggered, we could say. Fine. When query result has no rows, set the state to unknown. This is the default. That's what I was mentioning. So when we create the alert, by default, it will be in the unknown state, but you have provision of choosing. Okay, at the beginning, in what state you want your trigger to be, let it be unknown. We have not yet executed it. At this time, you have provisions of previewing the alert and all. We can check through. Let us click on this preview. See, it is telling alert would not trigger with the current data. If I set the count to be 2, threshold is 10. That's why alert is not triggered and its state will be okay. See, like that, it is giving the preview for us. Next up here, when the alert is triggered, would you like to send the notifications? Yes, when alert is triggered, send notification just once until back to normal. So this kind of state. Okay, you will be just sending the alert once until back to normal. It is Okay, it was in triggered and again in triggered, and this is a normal. Until it is normal again, right? You need not send the mail. Okay, you will send the mail only when it is traversing from OK to triggered state. So that's a kind of configuration we are doing here. And when actually the alert is returning back to normal, right? For example, this happened here. It was in triggered and next it is returning to the normal. Normal is the OK state here. At this time also, if you want the alert or the notification to be set, you can configure it here. Send notification when alert returns back to normal. If you want to send the notification, that provision also we have. As of now, whatever default is there, it is this behavior. It will send mail for the first time, okay, when the alert is triggered. If at all that alert is in triggered state only for the subsequent executions, you won't get mail. And eventually it may go back to OK also, then also you are not sending mail. But when it is transitioning from OK to triggered, you are sending the mail. So that is the default setting that we have it here. And in what manner you would like to send notification? We have default template, but otherwise you can go about providing a custom template as well. You can choose how your body or subject should be for the mail and all, and you can get to preview it. But then let me stick on to the default template. Well and good. With these details, right, we can create the alert now. Did we name our alert? Yes, my alert is the name of the alert here. Let us say create alert now. Create alert. Well and good. Alert is created. You get to see them listed over here from the menu. Let me just scroll up 1 second. Some issue with the cursor. Fine. Last triggered at none. Query is my query. So this is a triggering condition that we have mentioned. All that information we have it. Here we get now the provision of adding the schedule. Let's go for add schedule. And here we get to choose how frequently we want the alert to be triggered. I say here every 1 minute. Let us trigger it. Fine. And it's asking for a destination. I will go about here and I will search for, or I will mention the mail, my personal mail I am mentioning, and we could say create. So the alert and the query behind it will be executed every 1 minute automatically. Now this should happen automatically since it is every 1 minute schedule that we have given. Even we don't run it. Even though we don't run it, this should happen automatically now. Let us see if it happens or not. And here we should remember that as of now, our query is fetching the value of 1. This is our query, right? It is fetching value of 1. So obviously it is in OK state. I should not be receiving any mail. Let us refresh it. Is it 1 minute since the time we created? No runs it says so far. There can be minor delay. It's not in pause state. It is supposed to be in executed automatic state only. I'm just trying to refresh. You could see after refreshing the page, it is showing up. And at the beginning, you noticed it or not? It was in unknown state, right? Now it has moved to OK state. Let us do one thing. Let us go to query and let us update it to maybe 20. Let us save it. After updating, don't forget to save it. Let us save it. And again, let's go back to here and let us try to refresh. Meanwhile, I will keep my Gmail open also. One second. We have it here. It should, right? It should trigger and we should be receiving the notification here. Theta has moved to triggered state and I should be receiving the mail if the mail address is correct. There can be occasional delays. Let us check through. Maybe eventually we will be getting it. Let us try one more value. Let me move this back to 5 or something like that. Let us save it. We will observe whether alert is going to transition back to normal. Okay state. Maybe a small problem. I'm not receiving the notification. This also let us refresh. Yeah, it has moved to OK state now. This is what we should be understanding. Fundamental alert related concept. I should have received the mail, but seems like small glitch is there. So I'm not getting it. Mail address is correct only. And if I look through the settings, right, everything is fine. Notify destinations when alert is triggered. It should have, right, sent mail to us. I have observed that sometimes the mails are coming a bit late, right? You can check through. You should be receiving mail. Previously, I have checked it and we work with it, right? We do get alerts. Fine. So this is all for this video. Next up, I will be discussing about Databricks live tables and workflows. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned.